So as you prepare yourself for your Yoga Nidra practice, make sure you're feeling really comfortable. Maybe placing something soft beneath your head. Placing a couple of cushions beneath the knees can be helpful to release the lower back. And maybe lying under a blanket so that you feel nice and warm. Then bringing your awareness to the flow of your breath. The breath coming in and the breath going out. Notice anything you are receiving from the senses, the feel of your clothes or your blanket, the feel of the surface beneath you, the support beneath your head. You may notice external sounds, my voice, sounds from within the room. You may notice sounds that are a little closer, the sound of your own breath, sounds from within your own body. Visualize yourself lying here on the floor. Seeing your body here in this room in a place of comfort and ease. And repeat to yourself, I am now practicing Yoga Nidra. Notice the breath coming in and the breath going out. And as you notice the breath coming in and the breath going out, maybe finding the space at the end of the out-breath before you breathe back in. And resting in that space at the end of the out-breath, allow the whole of the back of the body to feel heavy, solid, and weighty. Feeling the weight of your bones resting on the earth, and feeling held by the earth. Taking all the support you need from the ground beneath you. We're going to take our attention to different points around the body now. We're going to very simply move from place to place. You're going to follow my voice. You're not going to think about that place. You're just going to let your attention rest there and then move swiftly on as my voice takes you. The crown of the head. The space between the two eyebrows. The space between the two collarbones at the base of the hollow of the throat. Coming to the right side of the body. The right shoulder, elbow, wrist, to the tip of the right hand thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger and little finger. The space at the back of the right wrist, the inner elbow and shoulder. Invite the awareness to rest back at the space between the collarbones, and then across and over to the left side of the body, the left shoulder, elbow and wrist, and the tip of the left hand thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger and little finger. The space at the back of the left wrist, the inner elbow and shoulder, and back to the hollow at the base of the throat, between the two collarbones. The space behind the left breast, the centre of the breastbone. The space behind the right breast, and back behind the centre of the breastbone. And then all the way down to the belly behind the navel. The pelvis, behind the bone at the front of the pelvis, at the center of the pelvis. And then over to the right hip, knee, ankle, the tip of the right big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe and fifth toe. The right ankle, knee and hip. Back to the center of the pelvis and over to the left hip, knee, ankle, and to the tip of the left big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe and fifth toe. The left ankle, knee and hip. Back to the center of the pelvis, up behind the navel, and back up to the center of the breastbone, and up to the space between the collarbones, to the space between the eyebrows, to the space at the crown of the head. And in the space of awareness that is Yoga Nidra, be aware of the whole body resting. And as you lie here resting, notice that your body is surrounded by space. Becoming aware of the space that meets the body all around you. Allowing your awareness to travel all the way down to the soles of the feet and to the space just beyond. Now feeling both feet simultaneously and the spaces in between. Moving up to feel both ankles and the space between them. The front of the shins and the backs of the calves. Both knees and any support behind them and any space above them. Feeling both the front of the thighs and the backs of the thighs. Moving up to the tailbone, moving up to include the whole of the pelvis and round to the front of the body and the whole of the abdominal area. The upper abdomen, the whole of the rib cage, the space in front of the chest, both shoulders and both arms simultaneously, the space in front of the throat, the neck, the face, the head, and moving awareness to the top of the head, to the crown of the head, and then to the space beyond the crown of the head, and allowing your full awareness, which is the practice of Yoga Nidra, to rest in the space above the crown of the head. Bringing your awareness to the space to the right side of the body, then the space to the left side of the body. Awareness of the space in all directions around the body. Awareness of the physical body and the space around the physical body together. Feeling into the body and the space around the body simultaneously. Let your attention deepen to the expanding and condensing motions of the breath, the gathering and dispersing, coming together and moving apart, arising and subsiding. Feeling your awareness resting on the breath deep within the lungs. Then expanding your awareness out towards the surface of the skin, passing through the surface of the skin and into the space around you. Feeling your awareness moving down through the surface beneath you, through the flooring and the floorboards, into the space below the floorboards and deep into the earth. Then feeling your awareness rising back up through your body and into the room you are in, then pushing beyond the boundaries of the room to expand beyond the building, into the surrounding area, expanding in all directions. Pushing up into the Earth's atmosphere, and as you leave the atmosphere of the Earth, you reach a formless place of stillness and silence. Then allow the reach of your awareness to slowly come back to you. Back from that formless place of stillness and silence into the atmosphere of the earth. Back to the country you live in, to your town or village. Back into the building, into the room where you are lying, and back into your body. Allow that awareness to dissolve into you. And then find the steady flow of your breath and feel the floor beneath you supporting you. Feel that the floor is your connection with the earth. Then allow yourself to take some steady breaths, some deeper, slower, expanded, spacious breaths. And as you take those breaths and give yourself to those breaths, you may then repeat to yourself, my Yoga Nidra practice is complete. And it might be that when you repeat that you naturally feel the urge to take a deeper, more expressive breath. Perhaps really sighing out with that breath now, feeling your contact with the floor. Then wiggling your fingers and toes. Bending your knees and bringing your feet to the floor. And take a couple of breaths here. Then rolling onto your side and curling up into a little ball. And when you are ready, bringing yourself up to a seated position.